Hey folks, it's Danny Karon, your lovable lawyer, here with a quick shot of legal wellness. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Ohio State University and the rough week they had. Now, the reason it was tough was because they're involved in a sex abuse scandal, awful, grisly, horrible stuff. There's this doctor, Dr. Strauss, he killed himself in 1995. He molested upwards of 3,000 kids about 20, 30 years ago for a long period of time. He was the team physician for the wrestling team, but he didn't just molest wrestlers. He molested kids across all sports, all boys. Now, I know all this because there's a class action lawsuit related to that, and I'm the lawyer. And Ohio State is trying as hard as it can to kick the case out of court. Now, the reason it was such a tough week for Ohio State was because of two things. One, George Clooney announced that he's going to produce a docuseries based on the case. And his decision stems from a Sports Illustrated article from like 6 months ago or so, where the Sports Illustrated author called this the grizzliest, longest running, most horrible NCAA sex abuse case in history that nobody's talking about. And they're not talking about it. If you look at the Michigan State case, that got talked about because that involved gymnasts, girls. If you look at the Penn State case, that got talked about because it involved kids. But this involved boys. So no one's talking about it, but that doesn't make it okay, not even close. So that's the first thing, George Clooney, happened last week. Second thing is Esquire magazine put out a huge expose on the case too. Scott Rabb, a famous author who happens to be my cousin, he wrote it. It was a scathing article talking all about what happened at Ohio State and how the school kept this case quiet and secret and moved the doctor around and enabled him and empowered him and elevated him and all these awful things, everything but get rid of him and own what they did. So hopefully, let's hope that these developments will get the case moving. I don't know that they will, but they could only help. And that's today's quick shot of legal wellness. I hope to see you soon.